Yeah, the first thing I'd like to say is, man, what a performance UC put up. I mean, they're so much better, so much tougher, I thought, physically than they were a year ago, and it wasn't a pretty game in a lot of ways. But I was really impressed with the effort of Cincinnati's kids and the plan their coaches had, and every time it looked like we were going to kind of put them away, they were just there. They just made another play, and it just kept the game interesting, more interesting than I would have liked. But I was proud of our kids, especially early. They jumped on us a little bit, and we got down 6 or 7. I can't remember exactly what it was, and we held tough. And it wasn't our best performance of the year, but it may have been our toughest.
Brian, you had just talked about the Wake Forest game and not having the start you wanted there. Now, a second straight game on the road. How do you feel like the players passed the test today?
Well, I mean, they asked on the radio, and I said that we can't even compare that bar to Wake Forest because there was none. I knew the players would be more locked in tonight. My biggest concern was energy, because Michigan, Wake Forest on the road, and then they come over here, and I knew the crowd and what their players were going to be up for. And we had to match our energy. They've been off all week. And I don't say this to these guys, but I know they've been prepping for us while we're getting our daubers down in North Carolina playing Wake Forest. And so, but they did a great job of, we gave them a little bit of time off, but we really only spent one day getting ready for this game. We did a little bit of mental when we got back the day after, but our starters didn't practice. And so you're really rolling the dice, but I felt like getting their energy level and our starters' legs back was the most important thing to prepare for the game.
Coach, when you look at your scoring, it always seems like there's a lot of balance. Obviously, Raeshaun is the leader, but there always seems to be that balance. Do you think that kind of carried you guys today as well?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's my whole coaching philosophy is built around that. When we huddle up, we only have one chant. What's that? When we huddle up.
Oh.
Team. And so, I just and it doesn't always help us get awards for players, but you never know who's going to step up and score for you. And so we'll never have 5 all Big East kids, and stuff like that, because we're going to be balanced, and it makes you harder to guard, harder to scout, and I like to be a team oriented. Now it's good when somebody steps up and scores, and you can rely on somebody like Raeshaun. But yeah, we're team oriented.
Speaking of that, Raeshaun, do you kind of have an inner sense that when it's time to kind of put the ball in the hole, you kind of go to work? Because it seems like you always kind of pick your spot when you really want to go.
I guess I would say when I feel like my team's really needs me and we're looking to get a bucket, I know that within our offense, that if I see a time where I can exploit it, I'll definitely take it. But whether it's attacking, and I know that the defense collapses, making that extra pass too. But I think, kind of like Coach says, like, anybody can really do anything for us. And I think today, like, we were able to see it. Like, Maddie started us off, like, really great. We got it into her, and she was posting up, and she just made some really big buckets. And KK down the line made some huge buckets for us too. So I think our team, we definitely all trust each other to make the bigger shots, and we know that whoever has the ball in their hand, that they're going to make the best shot or the best read for the team. So,
Brea, this is your third win in this series. What does it mean to you to have just gotten the third one?
It's pretty cool. Definitely because I'm a Cincinnati kid from here. Knowing a lot of the players on UC, and then like a lot of the fans. My high school team was here too, so that was pretty cool. But it's a cool experience because it's nothing like it. Schools that are so close to each other, and a lot of us know each other. The atmosphere, I mean, like seeing that many people come out and just support us, both teams. It wasn't like a lopsided crowd at all. It was kind of like everybody knew everybody, so it was like we're just happy to be here and just support basketball. So it was cool.
Do you think that your team meeting that you had after the last game had any bearing on how you started today or how you played up throughout the game?
Yeah, for sure. After the game, I think Coach Neal really just told us don't put our heads down. Along the season, there's going to be highs and lows, but how do you respond to it? And I think that a lot of the upperclassmen, we kind of took it upon ourselves to stay afterwards at Wake Forest and kind of talk it out and basically say, like, hey, guys, what do we want to accomplish this year? And over the summer, it was kind of like we have to be all in. And so it was everyone was communicating whether we gotta hone in on a way we have to be much better defensively and different things like that. So I think this game we were really focused on what we needed to do and what Coach Neal established as far as the report for UC.
Coach, when you look at your inside part of the game, Maddie obviously stepped up early, and then Amani, not a lot of points, but in terms of just holding her own down low and keeping people off the board and that.
Well, it was tough. When we use Leah and Maddie, they're more on the move. Somebody like Amani, we're going to try and power the ball into her, and they're obviously going to try not to let that happen. So she draws a lot of attention. I thought she got 2 or 3 big buckets. I don't know what she ended up with. She ended up with 2 and 1 free throw. I thought the 3 buckets, or the 3 times she scored, were all big buckets, but she draws a lot of attention. And this young lady helped her out on one of those, but it was Amani's a big factor with what we do. But she played a lot of minutes tonight, which in a game like this is a step up for her. She's not used to having to carry the load with the focus it takes. It does take a lot of focus for these kids. And I told her one time she made a couple mistakes early in the half. I said, Amani, there's a big difference between playing in the first half of a game like this and playing in the second half. And I thought she responded the next time she went in.
Were you good to see Maddie get off to a good start and really kind of get you guys going?
Yeah, Maddie's kind of, I don't know. She's like, I don't know what the word is. She's just a matchup nightmare when she's ready to go, and she's just so uncanny. You never know where she's coming out or where she's turning, and when she's finishing, she's really tough. And she's been a little bit up and down, but what a great time to be up tonight. And then when Warren somebody got her really good. I thought her eyes were about to pop out of her head.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Me too.
Like, wow.
Do you see that skill set with her, Maddie, in practice, where she goes right, left, she can pretty much go wherever she wants when she sees an open lane?
Absolutely. When Maddie's locked in, when she's really interested in what we're doing. Like I told her yesterday after practice, if we would have played yesterday, she might have scored 25. She was a dominant player in practice. And there are some days she's not like that, but but yesterday she was locked in, and that was good to see.
Do you think there was anything else that decided the game after you guys were down 7 to be able to get back on top and hang on essentially for the rest of the game? What do you think was the key?
We hit a couple big shots, but I think the big key was getting to the free throw line. They were disrupting a lot of the things that we wanted to do, but we played just hard enough on offense to draw some fouls. We got some got some hand checks and things like that, and those fouls add up. And next thing you know, if you don't play hard offense, if you don't grind through those, then you got bad possessions, bad shots. We were able to continue to reset the shot clock, make them play defense longer, and eventually those added up to where we shot a bunch of free throws. And then you can't put a kid like this at the free throw line, and she's going to make you pay. And that's kind of what happened.
Big picture, what's the significance of this game for you in terms of the program? Because this is a showcase event, putting the 2 programs side by side. Does this help in recruiting locally?
It helps in everything because everybody cares. You can see the excitement on our part, the disappointment on their part, and it's great to do something that everybody cares about. The city cares about. All your alums care, even if they don't come to the game. They look at it like, oh, my team won or my team lost. They care. Everybody, all the coaches across the country, every Division I coach will look at the scores and say, Xavier won their big rivalry game. So those are you get a lot of text messages. When you win, you get a lot of text. When you lose, you don't get any. So, but yeah, it's just it's an important game. I think it's great to be able to showcase such effort to. There's a lot of young kids out there, a lot of young ladies, a lot of girls out there, and it's just we try to do things the right way and represent ourselves in the right way so we can carry that. But it's a big game. If there was only 5 people out there, it would have been a big day for the people involved.